Hi, how's everybody doing? Thank you for chiming in to Phoenix Eternal. All general messages may not resonate with you, but if you would like a personal soul session, which is a free reading, feel free to email me at azariadevine@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to assist you with a free reading. Feel free to follow me on Anchor, my Anchor podcast under Spiritual Essentials. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram under azariadevine, and feel free to check out my other YouTube channel, House of Truth. Pray that everybody's okay, staying protected, putting on your armor protection. Faith is the number one key. It's very vital doing your meditations and or prayers, building a personal relationship with God that is within you, point blank. I was just going to tap in and see what spiritual messages come out. Calling in the energy of the collectives. I have received a lot of messages since yesterday, right? I just need a little clarification, and I'm been asking Spirit, asking to be guided on this. Like, what is this journey really supposed to consist of? Because what I'm hearing, the message that I got was about projecting your feelings, thoughts, and things of this nature on to others, right? Now, what my question is, if we're supposed to be drawing in people to us who are like-minded, you know what I'm saying, on the same page, on the same wavelength, whatever, a lot of times people discuss certain things because they want to see if they're the only ones going through it. For someone to say something and to speak on some things, and then it automatically is taken up on or taken as projecting one's thoughts and feelings onto another, or living out of the ego, is pretty much living out of the ego. Just because a person talks about a subject matter and touches bases on something that could be triggering does not mean that they are projecting. It's how you perceive it. It's all about how you perceive it, how you digest it. So the vibe that I'm getting, pretty much, this is how evidently that message came in, is because someone feels this way. So the way I'm taking it is, shut your mouth, shut up, keep your mouth shut, and just be supportive and encouraging to others. That's what I'm hearing. That's the same shit I heard in church. Don't say too much, keep your mouth shut, and do what you're supposed to do. So I'm just wondering, is this spiritual journey really, what is it turning into? Because you got a lot of individuals who want to hear they're doing a good job, they're going to get this and that and the other, right, as far as blessings, but then it don't come in, or it's prolonged, and then they're wondering why, because you haven't put the work in. You didn't want to touch no serious topics in regards of yourself, what it is that you've been through, but you just always wanted to hear sugar-coated shit. It is what it is. And then when your blessings are prolonged, you're wondering why, because there was work that needed to be done. All you cared about was hearing the good things, the good qualities. Well, that's very inspiring, but if you don't know what it is that you need to work on in order to keep receiving these blessings, then it's like, what are you doing it for? What it feels like, a lot of people got their hands out, wanting but not willing to put in the work, and then get frustrated, upset when things are not going their way, things are not turning for their favor. Calling in the energy of the collectives, Holy Spirit. Calling in the energy of the collectives. So if you talk about any type of subject matter, right, that could be triggering, you're projecting. Calling in the energy of, it's the way a person digests it, the way they perceive it. And if you're the type of person who you're wearing your heart on your sleeve and you can't take structural criticism, then yeah, this is not my channel. My channel is not the channel you should be watching. Honey, I'm 44. I'll be almost 50 years old here soon. And dealing with people who overly sensitive. Calling in the energy of the collectives. Calling in the energy of the collectives. Holy Spirit. Calling in the energy of it. And that means I would have to walk on eggshells to keep another person from feeling a certain type of way. Calling in the energy of the collectives, Holy Spirit. Vibration. Nothing should be here other than healing what I have called upon. We have regret here. Calling energy of the collectives, Holy Spirit. Okay. We have regret in reverse, or regret upright. We have self-esteem in reverse. We have failure upright. We have envy in reverse, and we have happiness here. I only take 4. We're going to read failure, and I'm going to put it back in the deck. Understanding that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, right? And this is all about being secure with the mistakes that you've made. With this red here, red is a, representation of being secure. I also got here for those who need help. I know it's down in here. It's got to be down in here. Yeah, here it is. But they sell them, they had a bigger one on Wish. And I know they got them on Amazon too. But when you want to get familiar with the colors of the chakra and what center they are, things of this nature, this is a cute little chart to kind of, hold on, practice, hold on to, you can, practice, learn it. I would like to learn this by heart, but it just sitting down and just going, eventually I will. But red is a representation of, like security. It's the first chakra base. If you're in balance, you're in survival mode. The primal energy, stability, you know what I'm saying? And it's real small too, so it would probably be best to get the bigger one. Grounded, things of this nature, right? So what I feel is like maybe when it comes to failure, somebody's needing to ground and look at their situation, not as a failure, but we're all here to learn lessons, and from these lessons that we learn, we're supposed to be able to grow from it. But because of this failure, someone feeling that, needing to ground, there's not feeling real secure, or, having security within oneself because of some type of mistake that was made, and needing to understand that mistakes are just opportunities to learn. And when you learn, you're supposed to grow from it. If not, we keep repeating it. Not just you, but me too. So shit, been there, do that, and still trying to keep self-balance to keep from going back to the bullshit. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay, so we got regret here. I know I know that I cannot change the past, so some things are going about within the mental, within the psyche, having this a little bit, feeling of regret. Needing to ground oneself, find security within the mistakes that were made. My sister Nikki said how there are no right or wrong. No right or wrong, and you're right. Free will, things of this nature, but there are consequences. The decisions we make will... there will be consequences for the decisions that we make in life. Point, it is what it is. But then we have self-esteem in reverse. Self-esteem, if you notice here, is in the blue. And then we have here, we got the same color blue. When it comes to the sixth chakra, third eye center, this is the way that a person perceives themselves when it comes to their self-esteem. If there's balance, If you're balanced, having insight, imagination, psychic awareness, like your third eye is really, what I heard is operable. uh, but you're working out of your third eye here, right? Well, we have self-esteem in reverse. It says, I possess the gift of the soul that benefits me and others. So I keep hearing shit. So someone is kind of not feeling too good due to their self-esteem and needing to realize that they possess the soul, or possess the gift of the soul that benefits them and it benefits others, right? So this is, with this blue here, this is all about perception, the way that a person perceives here, right? Needing to ground themselves, maybe clear or cleanse their third eye, take it as a resonate, maybe even do some or cleaning, clearing or cleansing, take it as a resonate. Self-esteem in reverse, needing to be find joy in your adversities, find that silver lining, because whatever happened, everything happens for a reason. Okay, build yourself up, standing within your power, right? And then we have happiness here, being aware that being happy means that you are on the right path. And then we have envy in reverse. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges, right? So someone is feeling like they're different, they aren't the same. Maybe they don't fit in. Hello. Okay, so someone needs to realize that they are the same as everyone, but there are different challenges. Everybody has different challenges. Everybody's not going to be on the same path, headed down the same direction. So this is pretty much healing yourself and not looking. What I heard is like not looking at someone in a opposing way because of the fact that you guys might not be on the same path as someone else. But everybody has this learning experience and these learning lessons that we all have to go through and we all have to learn from. Okay, so we got 4 here. I'm going to tap into regret real quick and see why regret is here. I'm going to use the same deck and kind of tap in. It's 12 minutes and 50 seconds, 56. Clarify regret, Holy Spirit. Clarify regret, Holy Spirit. Clarify regret. Clarify regret, Holy Spirit. Know that you cannot change what it is, what has happened in the past. Everything happens for a reason. We go through these adversities to be able to learn lessons and to be able to grow. Becoming, what I heard is walking testimonies for others. Clarify regret, Holy Spirit. That's too many. Clarify regret, Holy Spirit. Clarify regret, Holy Spirit. Clarify regret, Holy Spirit. Being honest with oneself. Okay, we have honesty here. Standing within your power. Honesty is about the third chakra, solar plexus. If you notice, honesty is highlighted in yellow here. So we got the third chakra, solar plexus. Finding balance and being confident and having that inner strength, right? You're wanting to manifest maybe a better perception and how you should feel is what I feel. This is all pertaining to expressing, being honest with yourself. You can't expect the truth from others, right? But you always expecting the truth from oneself. Yeah, just standing within your power of honesty, right? Being honest with yourself. So what I feel is like is that once again, it's like a lot of, Beyonce's song, Me, Myself, and I, and she says she can never disappoint herself. A lot of times we can be a disappointment to ourselves because of the fact that we think that we have made the right choices or the right decisions when embarking upon friendships, partnerships, whatever the case may be, the paths that we choose in this journey. But being honest with ourselves when it comes to decisions that we make, finding that silver lining within our adversities, and taking the situations that we're faced with and growing from it. Not know that whatever has happened, you can't change it, and being honest with yourself, everything has happened for a reason. Everything that happened for a reason. Building your self-esteem, because you know that you possess the gift of the soul that can help yourself and be able to help others too as well. And this is about changing your perception, the way that you feel about yourself, because you have that experience, you have had to go through things which brought about some type of growth where you be able to help others, come out of certain situations and be better and do better, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Clarify self-esteem in reverse. Self-esteem in reverse, Holy Spirit. We have indecisions here. So because of the fact that someone decided not to embark upon or was very indecisive when it came to making a decision, needing to use their intuition in all aspects and areas of their life, when it came to, see that indecision is in white, which is meaning a new beginning, meaning purity, wiping the slate clean, starting fresh, starting over, whatever the case may be, but finding security, right? There was an indecision here, and this is all in red. This is also dealing with the first chakra base. This is part of security. There was an indecision when it came to making a decision. What I feel is like based on security, because we have purple here, which is also meaning someone receiving spiritual message in regards of something that might have brought security, right? Which also in turn confused somebody. They didn't know if this decision they was going to make, or the clarity or clarification that they were receiving spiritually, was going to bring about security, which brought about some type of indecision when it came to making or starting a new beginning, needing to use their intuition in every aspect and every area of their life. So it's like someone didn't realize that they possessed the gift to be able to help themselves and to be able to help others, and finding security within a decision that that should have been made to have a new beginning. So what I feel, someone maybe didn't make a good choice in something, right? Or was indecisive when it came to making some type of choice. So now we have envy in reverse, needing to realize that they are the same as everybody else, but with different challenges, right? Needing to get over envy, standing within their power, and finding security within oneself. If we see here, envy is in red, right? So somebody felt what I feel, that they felt more secure within being in this energy. It was like maybe a form of protection, feeling this envy towards someone, right? Friendships in reverse, understanding that friendships is in your life for a reason and a season, right? Then you got humor in reverse, and then you got denial, needing to focus on the lighter side of life, acknowledging the fear, but replacing it with the insight of awareness, right? Acknowledging your fear, but replacing it with the insight of awareness. Denial. Okay, so what I feel is like someone's in the energies like feeling I am right, okay? in denial that they probably should have took things more lighthearted, not being so serious, right, when it came to some type of friendship. Understanding that friends are in your life for a reason. So what I feel is like someone is in denial that says, I choose to focus on the light. They're not lighthearted about it. Someone's in denial that they're upset. Humor in reverse, okay? Someone's in denial that they're upset that they're no longer friends, have a friendship. So someone's needing understanding that people just come into their life for a season, right? So when it comes to this friendship, there's envy here, right? Someone is finding security. Someone could have envied a friendship here, is what I'm saying. I am the same as everyone else, but with different challenges, right? So what I feel is like there were two friends here, but one was envious of the other. That sounds like some Cain, and I know they were brothers. You know, maybe someone can come up with a better storyline, but that don't sound like some Cain and Abel shit. Two people coming together trying to prove something more than the other. That's what I feel, right? Whether this be a blood brother or a spiritual brother or sister, take it as a resume, okay? So two people are no longer in a connection because of the fact that there was some disdain thoughts when it came to a friend, like some envy, and they were probably hiding. Yeah, like, cause who's gonna tell their friend, you know what? You really make me sick the way you happy. You really get on my nerves the way you spread joy. Ooh, I hate that. Ooh, who's gonna really be honest about that? No, people play games, you know, they get real childish when they become envious of others, you know, like big ass kid adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, like who gonna really do that? Ooh, the way people you attract people, you get on my nerves. Ooh, I hate you. Ain't nobody gonna be honest about that. Ooh, you make me sick how you stay happy and smile all the time. So we got happiness, and being aware that being on the right path means that being happy means that you're on the right path with imagination in reverse, right? Needing to embrace and nourish the creative aspects of who you are as an individual. If you notice, I'm going to show you something with the little chart. You notice how purple is a form of like spiritual connection, crown chakra, things of this nature, right? This card is a little bit lighter. It's almost like it's not endoused in. See how deep purple that is? That's like really, that's almost, to me, that's like spirit hollering at your ass. When the deeper the color, you know what I'm saying? This is even deeper. It's like hollering. God telling you, be honest. I'm really talking to you here. You need to be honest. This is like when I see the lighter the purple, like maybe a message came in, but the more depth of the color is like they're really, you know, spirit, God, source is really calling out to you to make some type of change within your life, right? But so we got happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path, and then we have imagination on the in reverse. And there was some type of communication here. Communication, right, between two people, or it could be communication between an individual and spirit and God and source. Take it as a resonate. Somebody was happy that someone was not able to nourish their the creative aspect of who they are as an individual. It made somebody happy. Why? Clarify this. Why did it make someone happy that they weren't able to use their imagination, their creative ability, Holy Spirit, freedom, because they possess the power and the free will to create their own happiness? So what I feel is like someone was happy that someone could not, almost like somebody, there was communication. Communication with who and what, Holy Spirit? Communication with who and what? There was communication. Look like maybe a group, 1, 2, 3, it's 5 different people here. Communication, I can release my need to control. Didn't trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. There was communication, right? Emotional communication. This sounds like somebody who's in a room alone by themselves talking to themselves, right? So someone's happy, aware that being happy means that they're on the right path, but there was a lack of trust here, the communication, needing, it says trust. I accept that my inner voice, someone didn't accept that their inner voice will guide them properly, right? They didn't trust their inner voice. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Someone didn't trust their inner voice when it came to surrendering, and this is pertaining the opposite sex. Look at this card here. It looks like sperm cells in an egg. So I take this like someone didn't trust that their inner voice to release the control, right? To surrender. Because it made them happy that someone's imaginative abilities had been blocked. It gave them the power and the free will to create their own happiness with someone else's. Lord have mercy. So someone's blocked someone. Somebody found happiness. This is communication between spirits. As above, so below. This is not communication between other people. This is a mofo who's sitting in their room alone talking to spirits, right? Being told to leave something alone, let something go, but because of the fact that someone has this drive when it comes to their own fulfillment and their own happiness, right? Because this happiness that this individual has here was putting a blockage on someone else's freedom, imaginative freedom, imagination, their freedom to express themselves, or whatever the case may be, whatever that magic within you, right? I'm trying to see how to word it. Embracing and nourish the creative aspect of who you are. That's verbally, artistically, you get what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, but someone found happiness blocking someone else's creative ability. It brought them freedom. It brought them power to be able to possess the free will to create their own happiness through the blockage of someone else, right? Needing to surrender and release the control here, right? Ooh, Lord, have mercy. What time is it? It's 27 minutes. Okay, so we're getting ready to see kind of what was someone dealing with here. Calling in the energy for this reading, Holy Spirit. Calling in the energy for this reading, Holy Spirit. Calling in the energy for this reading, Holy Spirit. Calling in the energy for this reading, needing to be honest, knowing that you can't always expect the truth from others, but you can expect it from yourself. Calling in the energy, calling for honesty, Holy Spirit, having regrets, getting to be honest. Okay, then we have victim in reverse, right? All about reflecting once again. Someone is really working on not feeling like the victim in this situation, right? Someone's working hard not to feel like a victim, but trying to be honest with them, needing to be honest with themselves, right? Because of the fact that they believed a lie, maybe they told themselves a lie in regards to holding on to something that they shouldn't have held on to, that was causing a blockage to someone else here. Truth from others, but learning to to expect the truth from yourself. You can't expect truth from others, but needing to be honest with oneself, the reason why you involve yourself in a certain connection. What was the real reason and purpose? And I talked about that too as well, people with agendas. It is what it is. Energy for this reading, Holy Spirit, energy for this reading. We have somebody, complacency, did not want to be alone, right? Did not want to have to die off to the soul, allow something dead, to come to an end because of the fact that there was insecurities here. What I feel is like someone truly did not want to open up their heart. And remember, I told you there was some type of confusion, right? Something brought about some type of confusion. Didn't I say somebody sitting by themselves listening and talking to spirits, feeling alone or don't want to feel alone and confused in regards of if they should surrender and let a connection go because of the fact that they know that they were pretty much seeing. A lot of time the flesh don't realize, but the spirit knows. The spirit knows why, where, when. You get what I'm saying? Like, the spirit knows the reason why someone was holding on to a connection, because someone had more creative inspiration than the other. You get what I'm saying? So, and because of this brought someone else creative freedom. It brought them happiness, right? Possessing the power and the free will to create their own happiness through someone else is what I'm saying. But it brought about confusion. What confusion, Holy Spirit? What's the confusion, Holy Spirit? Expansion, receiving spiritual knowledge, wisdom, and clarity, right? In regards of expansion, but not able to create their own happiness, but using someone else's imagination in order to create their happiness. See that? Expansion. And then you have creation in reverse. Okay? Yeah, because they didn't have the wisdom. They weren't listening to God. They didn't have the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and clarity that they needed to bring peace within themselves. This is a dove here, and this spiritual guide, ancestor, it's not spirit, so it is a spirit. What I feel, because some of these you actually have look at this, in confusion, this is a literal spirit. You can't see nobody but maybe a floating head, right? And then in this picture you have like an ancestor, look like a spirit, but in body form. So what I'm feeling is like maybe an earth angel, somebody coming to you, talking to you, encouraging you, trying to redirect you, right? Real human, but maybe, like I said, earth angel, spirit, flesh with, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to explain it. Like, this person is here in life, right? With spiritual knowledge and understanding, trying to talk to someone about finding peace within oneself, okay? So there was some type of confusion, not listening to wisdom, clarity, and understanding, right? Confusion when it came to expansion. Using someone else's creative ability brought happiness to them, okay? What's the freedom? What time is it? It's time to go. Freedom 33, as I said that. Freedom. Facade. They were living in a facade. It was a facade. It's like smoking screens, things of this nature, making another person or making other people feel that, they were happy and content, but in all along they were like juicing somebody else for their energy and shit. Clarify facade, Holy Spirit. Clarify facade, Holy Spirit. Clarify facade, Holy Spirit. We have gratitude in reverse. Yeah, they put on a facade. They weren't really appreciative for someone else's creative ability. They put on a facade, perception, the way they perceive, right? So they weren't happy, but they made someone else perceive that they were happy, right? Because they didn't want to be alone, isolated, in reverse. That's been your reading, collectives. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Get away.